Where's day one? This dream, I've only ever known this dream. The only thing I can think about is this dream. It doesn't seem correct to call it a dream. If this dream is aching, torturous, agonizing, there might be another word for it. Do dreams mangle you? Do dreams rip away at your skin? Do dreams put you in the hospital? This is no dream. This is a curse. I lost touch with many things over the decades. The image I see in the mirror, for one, every time I pass one, I ask, what am I seeing? It is not human. And I definitely don't see something that anyone could ever truly love. Maybe I shouldn't have ever been given eyes. Because when I see my reflection, I see, okay, a role model, a star, a personality, a celebrity, and above all else, an idol. On the radio, on television, the talk of the nation, me, it should have been me. It should have been me, okay. There was no error. There were no errors. Every audition, every rehearsal, every scene, every interview, every composition, every note, every performance, every song, every album. Complete, perfect, correct, flawless. And yet, I'm here. Bathtub full of vomit and blood, drowning in my own personal, or my own special brand of hell. A personal brand of hell. This isn't what an idol does. We're not sure if it be received well. You just don't have the right look. Maybe further down the line, they were all right. I'll only ever be this dot, and not even one on any radar. A speck of dust in the corner, unnoticed. Nobody. Shambling around in the dark. Huh. A minute ago laughing. Maybe I've truly lost it. Maybe I only imagined them. The suits that showed up to my door last night, the ones who told me they're very interested in having my help. That my dream is one we both share. We can help you unlock your potential. We can help you. We can unlock what has been inside of you, what has been hidden this whole time. You can become something different, something much, much greater. Okay, if it ends up with me in concrete shoes, good. Anything but this. But if the business card they gave me saying they're with the feds is real, then maybe, just maybe. Alright, now we're on day 23. It was all I ever wanted. Somehow they just knew. They knew exactly how I should be living my life. Every goal, every dream, down to the finest detail. My guardian angels, truly. It's taking some sacrifices, of course. Nothing's free. Long and painful, evasive and humiliating, sometimes even cruel and meaningless. Every day is a new procedure. I'm prodded at with instruments, injected with things, and made to be a little plaything for them. I'm always hungry, but forbidden from eating. Always thirsty, but forbidden from drinking. I'm actually quite thirsty right now, but I'll wait. Always tired, but forbidden from sleeping. I'm forbidden from talking to anyone but the caretakers. It's not allowed. It's all for the best, they say. This wouldn't be possible otherwise. The suffering, the pain, the humiliation, the dignity, I will put it aside. To me, all of it, smallest price to pay. It was all necessary to get me here. I don't care when I'm being used, or that I'm being used. For deadbeats like me, it's the only way. How did I ever think I could make it on my own? But I've made up my mind. This is where I belong. In this place, I will finally become something bigger than myself. Even I can shine bright. When the curtain finally opens before me, the crowd erupts with pure and uncontainable love. When they see me at that stage, their screams are all as one. A heavenly chorus, a love beam aimed directly toward my heart. That's when I'll know. I'll know that it will all have been worth it. Last night, they told me that the time has finally come. Just a little more. Just a little more. The wait is almost over. Not that I need a scientist to tell me that. I was born to be here, after all. Tomorrow, they're going to sculpt me into the finest idol that has ever walked this earth. Tomorrow, I will finally become a star. Day 24. Yes, I am totally in. Whatever this is heading towards. Blue screen of death. Stop. Hello, girl. Was that just the intro? For the actual game? Or that the end? $99 to 32. That would trip me out for a second. 401, 401 to 406. Connected. 2201. 2201 to 2053. 2053. Connected. 19 to 601. 600. What was that again? I glanced over my cabinet, exchanging views with the trunk map. It's on the northern shores, long distance. Distant lovers, perhaps. It's uncommon. Most of the 600 lines aren't in use these days. I can only imagine there's some poor girl out there making local connections. Must be lonely out there. But of course, someone has to do it. It's important work. I'm daydreaming again. I look for the patch above my head, the one with the label 6XX. I scoot out of the rolling chair, make my way to the console for 600s with swift steps. Time is always of the essence. I reach for the loose cable hanging from the patch, plug it into 601. Light stops flashing, now glowing solidly. Connected. I roll back on one of the chairs, the full picture coming into view. Okay. Watching over the array of switchboards, I imagine that she was doing switchboards, but I thought that was the end. I was like worried. But no, it's just the intro to the actual game. Numerous lights on the 8 cabinets, all solids. Waiting for another flashing light, but nothing else comes up. Fingers tapping impatiently on my thigh. They modulate in a pattern, eager for something to do. What else? What else? The air leaks into my chest and I taste it. My shoulders sink down in a light exhale. I feel the weight of my body in the chair. I become aware of the state of my aching legs and I leave the discomfort of the chair. It slides away a little out of control, but of course I catch it skillfully with my foot. I lean forward toward my toes in a stretch. I circle around the room. That stiffness leaving entirely. It's a great day to serve. Affirmations. The voice with a smile. That's right. After finishing my boast, I feel listless again. Still nothing on the monitor. I won't let emptiness win. I walk over coldly, like hiding something behind my back. Reach for the plug on my headset, rubbing the connector. The logo of Alkaline Corporation rolls between my fingers in deliberation. I reach out like I have so many times before. Contact me to label for Monty, M-O-N-I-T. Having on my headphones lets me know that it's been done. With my headset over my ears. Pair 3 connected. Almost like she doesn't want to go out anymore. Well, that's unfortunate, poor girl. What has she been doing in school? Her teachers are worried about her. I got a call the other day from the school. Oh no. She's not participating in class, hasn't been doing her homework. And these days I've been so busy I didn't even notice. I get the feeling she's afraid of telling me how she's doing. And she still asks where mom is, if she's okay, when she's coming back. Breaks my heart. I just don't know what I can do for her. Don't know where we can start. Must be tough on her. But hey, I know she'll pull through. She's always been a fighter. It's always hard trying to find a way to cheer up the little ones. You know, the other day Bobby fell off of his bike and really scraped the heck out of his knee. He cried and cried and cried. Didn't want to go outside anymore. I told him, how are we going to catch a pencil breaks game? Pencil, okay. What do you think? Well, lovely of you. Sure put a smile on his face. And you know how much he loves a good game, good ball game. Always getting into it. Cheering and shouting and jumping up and down. Wonderful day, almost like he forgot about his knee. He did seem a bit disappointed that they didn't seem to have his favorite pitcher. Half team was missing. Probably because of what's going on. Oh, right. Not so sure Jamie is into baseball. Maybe she'll like it. Should give it a try. Well, anyways, Yuri want us to come over. You just let us know. I'm sure Bobby and Jamie would love to play like they always do. Thanks, Mason. Take care, okay? We always do. Bye-bye now. See ya. Pair 2 disconnected. Pair 1 disconnected. I'm not supposed to plug in unless there is some sort of problem. You know, sometimes your little bulwarks. What's wrong with that? But after dipping my toes in the little, there seems to be a little consequence. I guess it's not really my place to know. I connect. That's my job. You can't blame me for being curious, okay? 2 months have already passed since I took on this job. Hard at first, remembering all the steps, protocols, and procedures. But it's actually surprisingly simple. Each call is inbound from the trunk, and it's my job to route each one to its destination. All I have to do is lift the incoming line from the shelf and plug it onto the socket with the light. Of course, I'm just one of many operators. A lot of us. I'm Anna. Anna Lapine. And the voice with the smile. Since the customers can't see us, we have to put the smile on our voices. Always ready, always happy to help. A service you'll come to expect at Alkaline Corporation. How it was for a long time. But now I'm not so sure. All the calls are all around these days. The respectable profession back then. Calls had to be done by hand. The operator would pick up and ask, number please. Didn't just connect calls. We would do all kinds of things related to customer service. Scheduling appointments, connecting group calls, and even leaving messages. Sometimes the request came in to track down a person based on a very vague description. You had to call around different places to find someone's current location. It used to be complicated, or so my sister told me. Of course, that's all different now. Most people prefer to dial the numbers for themselves. It must have been nice back then. Getting to speak to people from all over the country. Maybe even all over the world. The world feels a lot smaller now. At 6 p.m. the call and supposedly stop, which marks the end of my day. As the last day is right, I make my way around each cabinet to make sure everything is in the right place. At the work, I normally get out of the uniform, hang it up, and slip into something more comfortable. But today I have an errand to run. Every few days I go out to get the mail. didn't deliver here, so I have to go to the post office in town. I don't know how long it's been since way, but the mailbox is buried somewhere out there in the grasses. At any rate, it only makes sense that we are putting more of our resources into great effort to the useless things like the convenience of mail delivery. And we no time, we went on to the next task. The day is getting shorter, after all. Forecasted that it will get colder, and I can only agree. The wind chill has already picked up a bit. The air numbs my cheeks and my hands. The grasses sway gently in the wind. The birds have already left for the year. Started to miss their call. It's always been quiet out there. It's the only thing I can trust and never change. On days like this, when the cold hits you like a wall, I remember that I too am just a vulnerable animal. We just brave the world outside this warm burrow. I always parked the bike on the side of the house. The sister was more careful about these things, insisting that it's too precious to leave outside. I respected her wishes for a little while, but I am what she isn't, practical. I dig into my pockets for the key, only to realize it was already sitting on the lock. And you didn't even take the key out the lock. Turn the key back and forth, making sure there's still a charge. With my left foot on the lever and my hand on the throttle, I find the right resistance and give it a good kick. And it rips through the silence as the cold starts. I greet it warmly with some revs, leaving it to idle while I get my helmet on. I love this sound. It's different from the phone lines, but meditative in the same way. I get on the seat and grab the handlebars. I hum gently in my arms, responding to my commands. It is a nice piece of junk. I give it the throttle and we roll gently over the dirt path. I don't look back. The wind feels good on my skin. The planes whip past as my microside, what the hell did I say? Motorcycle carries me. I don't know what the hell I just said. The only thing slowing me down are the potholes and grasses encroaching on the path. For the rest of the day, slide off like butter. A lot of things that I don't like about the fall, but the first cool air after a long summer is novel in a way I can appreciate. The scenery has slowly been giving way to darker hues. Summer's final dying breath. To know that the best part of the year is coming to a close. Feeling a morning doesn't catch up with me as I speed away. I made a decision to enjoy it at least. One said. About a 20-minute ride to get to town. Push a bit extra on the throttle in an attempt to escape the cold. Things are far apart out here. No one feels like by design. Here the world moves slow. It's kind of a place where you'd know everyone. Anyone new from the city would be faced with scrutiny. I would know. I was one of them. So they're probably carrying most of that burden for me, as I become quite well liked by the locals. Can't say I completely dislike it, but I don't let it show too much. It's important to keep your distance. Just at that moment, I swerved to miss a deep pothole, one of those scary ones that would definitely send you flying if you were on a motorcycle. I sat my bike and looked behind me. Could have been bad. Speed hit creeping up as I got deeper in my headspace. Take a deep breath. I remember that I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. So I take it easy for the rest of the ride. I make sure to ride out and check the mailbox every couple of days. Don't want to miss anything important. I thought I was going to get all that much mail. It's just an excuse to ride out of town. I say town, but maybe it's more like a village. A place with a handful of stores ran by clerks who dream of elsewhere, and old tired people who are waiting for time to bite them. In any case, it's nice to get out of the house. I pull up to an inordinary large post office. Still nearly empty for a long time, but it's had a recent surge of activity due to the establishment of the new base. There are no customers inside today, only the creak of the fan moving around its socket. But it's no time loitering, immediately heading to the counter. But there seems to be nobody around. Leaning over the counter looking into the staff area. I see nobody in there. Use my ears too, but there's no sound of movement. Only the creaky fan in the ceiling. No service bell waits for me to ring it. I Pat my foot patiently so that I wouldn't have to resort to it. Take a few paces around the room to kill time. Several sacks of mail spewing out of its home behind the counter. Looks like they haven't gotten around to sorting the mail yet. I look at some postcards being displayed, showing the beautiful sights of our country. Just remind me of home. What little I can remember of it, at least. I look at the clock on the wall, 7:30. You'd think that they'd be closing up their shift by now. Turn my head to look at the counter with a shifty expression. So I've done enough window shopping and take firm steps up to it. Look at the bell. Some kind of internal deliberation, I finally decide to give it a press. But that emanates from the countertop. Sound shuffling from down under. Someone does exist. A nicely dressed, green-haired girl emerges from under the desk. She starts mumbling. Where the hell were you at? Feels off again. It's no good. The girl turns away from me and rubs her eyes. She seems to have not noticed my presence. Where was I? She yawns loudly, stretching her arms out. Finishes her stretch and turns toward the counter. Yeah. You rang, right? Yes, I did. What's up? Her eyes are reddish with a strange yet friendly look on her face. Mailer, was it? Yeah, you said it right. Open up my bag and pull out the envelope, placing it neatly on the counter. Pushing it toward her with my index finger. Here. She looked at her for a second and then back to me. Oh, thanks. Tossed the letter into an overflowing mail bag behind her, causing my avalanche of envelopes. The clerk lazily goes after them. She gets on the floor, places each envelope back in the sack with more caution this time. I suddenly feel guilty. Another returns to the counter, staring off again. Oh, and my mail? The other snaps back to attention. Gotcha, 1 second. Turns around and starts to scan up and down the bins on the wall behind her. Just something like eagle, hawk, pigeon way. Right bird. The other runs her fingers along the labeled bins, mumbling to herself. She went through a large car overflowing with letters and packages, causing some to fall out. Those military guys. The clerk slowly scoots the cart away from the rest of the bins. He was looking up and down. Pigeon way, I swear it was right. Aha. Pulls out a couple of letters, flicks through them, and sets them on the counter in front of me. Here you go. Thanks. Mary nods and gets on the floor to put the letters back into the cart. I flip through the letters. Milton's department catalog, junk flyer, daily gamut, yesterday's issue. That's strange. This stuff from the overflowing cart. Is everything in there? Eric glances at the bin. Everything. Can you check again? She goes away, mumbling something under her breath. Mary then looks at inside the bin, making a point to really stick her face into it. She got a few letters and flips through them again. None of the rest in here are for you, miss. I carry you, right? Are you sure? Nothing for Le Pen? Sorry. For all of it. She said in such a defeated tone. Thanks again, miss. Turn around, start toward the door. Hey, wait a sec. Mallory nearly slips, making her way around the counter. Come to me with an envelope in her hand. This one was on the ground. I don't even look at the envelope. I tear the flap open and shake the letter out from inside. I pull it and read the top. Alkaline Corporation, Miss Clara Le Pen. Waiting for you to inform me that your location is scheduled for mandatory service upgrade set for September 5th. Hardware to be installed is the AW10-1054 model multiplexer as well as a TW44 model utility typewriter. Sir, the representative will be on site to assist you with the upgrade process. Please keep a good lookout. We thank you for your service. Hold that confidence. Your local branch office at Alkaline. My arm falls to my side with letter in hand. Val looks happy to have done her job, I think. I smile at her regardless. Thanks, miss. She keeps looking to me with that expression. I'm not really sure if it's the accomplishment anymore. So I take my leave. Alright. That's cool, and the breeze clings to my clothes, and this seems like a good time as any to save. Because why not? Alright. So that was Hello Girl. If this game interests you and you want to play it for yourself to see how it ends, of course everything for this game will be in the description below. I might do a part 2, might not. Let me know, I guess, in the comments if you want me to do a part 2. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna finish it on my own. I'm debating on it. I have a few other games I gotta finish. So I don't want to add too much to my palette. That's how you say it. But yeah, I do like this game though. The intro was hella interesting. Like I was definitely like immersed in the game. I'll say that. But I'm gonna leave it here. So if you like the video, of course, don't hesitate to like, share, comment, subscribe to support the video and the channel. If you want me to play your game, of course, don't hesitate to hit that donate button on the channel. Streamlabs, $1, $5 does not matter. But that's if you want me to play your game next, like right after this upload. So, with that being said, of course, I'm gonna end it here. So hopefully, y'all had a good day, a good yesterday, and better tomorrow. And I'll catch y'all in the next video.